underneath this veil, and that's what we're all here to do. But I want to give just a quick mention to Rick and everybody over at the Arts OC for helping us in the selection, because there were many proposals. There were many artists in the community that submitted their proposals. We're blessed to have many talented and creative people here, but Arts OC really did help us navigate, get the word out, go through the selection process with the help of our staff. So the award-winning artist who created the sculpture is going to share a few words with us after the unveiling. But let's see what that artwork looks like. This is the exciting part. So staff, if you can give me a hand with unveiling this, that'd be great. You guys want to join us?
Thank you so much. And now you see the great sculpture that we have here. And now I want to introduce the great artist that created this for the city of Santa Ana. His name is Richard Turner. I had the pleasure of meeting him here on Tuesday when the last piece of I believe it was the clear coating was applied on Tuesday. I got a first-hand knowledge of how he created and his inspiration, and now you get to hear it today. He used to live in Asia for many years. He worked there, he learned about the culture, and now you see his creation. He also has taught at Chapman University, art sculpture and the history of the Asian history and art. Very talented, as you can see. That's why he was the one that was commissioned to do this piece for us. And now we hear firsthand from Mr. Richard Turner.
Good morning. First of all, I want to thank Jeannie Gerardo and the crew that organized this great event. I may have had a ribbon cutting or two in my career as a public artist, but I've never had an unveiling. This is my first unveiling, and I certainly appreciate the extravagance of the gesture. I also wish to thank the panel of jurors organized by Arts Orange County who chose my proposal for the memorial. I want to thank the staff from the City of Santa Ana, especially Tyrone Chesanik, Ron Ono, and Ed Torres, who kept the project on track. I especially want to thank Don Henderson and his crew from Green Giant Landscape, who did such a wonderful job on all of the on-site construction. Thanks as well to Chris Laurie of Skate Stoppers, who fabricated the anti-skateboard devices that you see around the edge here. And last but not least, to Sean McClelland of MC3 Foundry, who did such a great job on of casting the bronze celery. The title of this sculpture, "We Two Were Once Strangers," is taken from a speech given by President Obama, in which he said, "We are and always will be a nation of immigrants. It's what keeps us dynamic, entrepreneurial, and uniquely American." The ancestors of each of us here today came from somewhere else and were, for a time at least, strangers in this new land. California's Japanese immigrants were no exception. They brought with them much more than a desire to succeed and the willingness to work hard to achieve that goal. They brought with them a culture that has immeasurably enriched our state. cuisine, gardens, flower arranging, the cultivation of miniature trees, and my favorite, viewing stone appreciation, are among the art forms that have become a part of contemporary California culture. We Too Were Once Strangers honors the contributions of the Japanese American farmers to the agriculture of Orange County, and it references their unique heritage. Celery was one of the mainstays of the Orange County truck farmers. The idea of an oversized bunch of celery alludes to the exuberant American tradition of proclaiming our agricultural abundance with images and sculptures of giant watermelons, pickles, pineapples, cabbages, and so on. This bunch of celery is presented vertically as if it were growing in the field, but it is cropped at the top as a reminder of how we experience it more typically in the produce section of our grocery store. The concrete platform on which the celery sculpture stands is paved in a fashion that evokes a pathway in a traditional Japanese garden. At the same time, it recalls familiar Southern California landscaping styles. In the post-war period, there were numerous Japanese-American landscaping firms practicing in Los Angeles and Orange counties. This resulted in the establishment of many Japanese gardens throughout the state, and it had a significant influence on the look of contemporary residential landscape design. The millstone over here that protrudes from the stonework is also an element that is found in Japanese gardens. Pieces of stone salvaged from abandoned structures were often incorporated into the construction of garden pathways and steps. Round millstones, once used to make flour from grain, also found a new life in many Japanese gardens as stepping stones. Millstones date back to Neolithic times. In America, our first agrarian economies were built around grist mills. Even today, the millstone remains a powerful symbol of the history of food production in both East and West. Like Osamu Noguchi's great California scenario, which is only a few blocks away, We Too Were Once Strangers is intended as a bridge between Orange County's agricultural past and its suburban present. It's my hope that this sculpture will also serve as an enduring reminder of the many contributions of the Japanese Americans, and indeed of all immigrant groups, have made to the culture of Orange County and the state of California. Thank you, and thank you all for coming.